Okay, my hair's messed up. It's all over the place. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Bro. My hair's a mess. But do I care? No, not really. I really don't care. Whatever. It's Sunday. So take it easy day. Don't care about what your hair looks like day. I'm just going to mess it up. Okay. Well, I messed up a little tiny bit, but dang. Look at that. Alright, whatever. Well, my hair's messed up. I don't care. So I'm back with another weird and strange dream. Now, spoiler alert, I've been awake for probably about an hour. I did not film right away, like I said I was whenever I had a weird and strange dream. But it is what it is. I remember most of my dream anyway. It wasn't a long dream. It was a short dream. But it was weird and it was strange. And like I've said before, anytime I have a weird and strange dream, I'm going to record it. Just because I think my dreams kind of have a good story to tell. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad story. My dream. Now, I don't take too much thought into dreams. They're just dreams to me. I don't think they have like a meaning under them. But either way, if they did have some type of meaning or something, it's still a weird and strange dream. So, and I want to record all my weird and strange dreams. Why, you ask? Just so I'll have those memories. When people are talking about, like, well, I had this one dream. Well, I actually had this weird and crazy dream, and you can go listen to that weird. That's why, excuse me, I just burped. I don't know if it popped up in a camera or not, but it's Sunday. So, happy Sunday. Okay, so I guess I'll just jump right into it. It's not going to be a long dream. It wasn't a long dream. But it was strange and weird. So, my dream started when I was in a car on a highway. Going down the highway. I wasn't driving. I was on the passenger side. But, while I was in the car, the driver was a woman. How do I know it was a woman? Because one, she had long hair, and we were laughing. My very first memory of the dream was that we were both laughing, and she had a girl laughed. So, but again, not again, because I didn't even explain this part yet. But it was a woman because I saw long hair, and when we was laughing, I could tell it was a girl. But who this girl was, I don't know, because I actually never saw her face. Right? So I don't know who this woman was, but it felt like I knew this woman all my life. Like, kind of like you had a friend that was with you your entire life, or just somebody who was constantly in your life. I felt very comfortable with whoever this woman was. And I say whoever because, again, I didn't see her face. All I saw was the long hair, and while we was laughing, we was just laughing. And, it was a woman's laugh. So, but who the girl was, I don't know, but it felt like I was very, I didn't feel like I was very comfortable with her. Like, I knew her all my life. So I wasn't, like, scared or anything just because I couldn't see her face. I mean, I looked, but all I saw was her hair. That came to probably like shoulder length. And what color was her hair? It was blonde. It was blonde. And we're just sitting there laughing in the car. She's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. And as soon as we get done laughing, I asked her, I said, what are we going to do now? Did I say what was going to do now? I'm trying to be as accurate as possible. This is why I need to record these as soon as I wake up so I have the best memory. But no, we were laughing, and then I don't know what we was laughing about, but we was just laughing. And after we got done laughing, I said, "Well, what are we gonna do now?" That's what I said. What are we gonna do now? And as soon as I said that, boom! I was immediately transported into a school gym auto stadium. I don't know if I'm using that word right, but if you have ever seen the movie Matilda, where the Trunchbull makes Bruce eat the chocolate cake, and everybody's inside the stadium, inside the gym thing. That's where I was instantly teleported to. Not the scene in the movie, but I'm just trying to give you a visual here. Just like how they were in Matilda when he was eating the chocolate cake. I was in one of those settings, but the only difference is the stage part was a lot lower, and it looked like a high school gym. But everybody had seats in the back, and then there was the stage up front, right? And the stage was lower than in the movie Matilda. And I'm just sitting there, looking at the stage. There's a bunch of other people, random people. I don't know who these people are, but everybody's it's filled up with a lot of people. And we're watching the stage, which is in front of us, right? And all of a sudden, there's this light that is coming down from the ceiling. And this is on the stage. From the ceiling, and it's this light is over this person, right? Who this person is, a male or female, I don't know, because all I can see is that this bright light is shining down on this person, and I can't make any details out other than, it's a person because of the shape of the whiteness that the light is shining down on this person. But I don't know if it's a male or female. All I can tell you is that the person had two arms, two legs, and was just standing, and this light was right over this person. So their face is completely white. I can't make out if it's a male or female. All I can do is make out the outline of the person, and they're just standing there with the light shining above them in the middle of the stage. Then I look, there is another human being who is standing off. This person's, the main person right here, is standing here with the light hovering over them. Can't make out any details other than the outline of the body line. Because the inside, well, not the out, I'm trying to explain this the best I can. The person is just standing there in the middle of the stage. You got the light coming down onto them. You can't see any features of this person because their body is illuminated by the light that's shining down from them. So all I see is a bright white light, but you can make out the outline that it's a person standing in the middle of the stage with just this light shining down. And then I look off to the side of the stage. They're just still on the stage, but I look, instead of looking straight at the middle, I turn my head, and there's stairs that lead off the stage. And here's this person, some guy. I don't know who the guy is, but he's standing there, and he's getting led off the stage by this white being, by just a white figure. It's a real person. They're walking, and right behind them is a white figure just walking them off the stage. Meanwhile, while that's going on, the other person who's just standing there in the middle of the stage is still there. So I'm just looking over like this. No, I'm staring at the figure right here. And I'm looking over like this. And then I see that person walking off, basically getting let off. Because this white figure had their hand on their shoulder while this person was walking down the stairs to get off the stage. And this white figure was like right behind them, right? And as soon as they make it off the stage, where I'm sitting at in the crowd, everybody just starts standing up and just starts shouting, "Praise Jesus! Hallelujah! Glory to Him!" And I'm just sitting there looking around like, what? Right? I'm trying to figure out. Well, my first thought was, well, how is this? Well, my first thought was this: what is going on here, right? But everybody after that person and that white figure made it off the stage, everybody stands up and starts saying, "Praise Jesus, Hallelujah, glory be God, Hallelujah." Everybody's just saying those type of things, right? And this figure who's in the middle of the stage is just still just standing there, right? Again, I can't make out any features, only see the outline that it's a person, but can't look at the person because the person's just illuminated by this light that's just glowing over them in the middle of the stage. And so I'm just looking around, listening to everybody standing up, clapping, hallelujah, praise to Jesus, glory be to Him, and all this other stuff. And so I'm just sitting there. Next thing I know, I hear a knock from the side of me. Like someone's knocking at your door. Right? And I hear it from the side, from my ear. And it's on the side of me. So I turn my head like this. I'm looking to see, well, who's that knocking? I go like this. And there's like two big doors. I'm talking about huge doors. Like, man, I don't even know how to describe them, just as huge. They were huge, two doors with the door handles, but they were really big doors. Right? So I look over, I see these doors. My first thought was, well, that's weird. I mean, what are these big, huge doors doing inside this, like, gymnasium, right? But nonetheless, there's like these two big, huge doors there. Someone's knocking on the door. And as soon as I look over, I notice the two big doors. And all of a sudden, these doors, they just pop open. And then here comes this bright white light rushing in. Kind of like, I don't know. Like, if you're in a dark room and then you go outside in the sun and you get that like white blurry-eyed thing, that's the light that was coming in to the gymnasium. So when I turned and saw the big huge doors, I mean these doors were huge. Both the doors opened up as soon as I saw them. And then you're not going to believe what happened next. You're just not going to believe it. In walks Donald Trump and Melania Trump. Trump's in his suit and in his tie. And he has Melania, who's in like this black dress. Okay, and high heels. And they're holding hands. And they're walking through the door together. It was Donald Trump and Melania Trump. As soon as the door opens, I see them walking in together, side by side, they both holding each other's hand. Again, Donald Trump is in the suit, and Melania, she's in her black dress. She was wearing a black dress. And I knew it was them, recognizable, obviously. Then as soon as I realized it was them, I was like, as soon as I saw them walking in through the door, after the door opened, I'm like, well, wait a minute. I gotta be dreaming. Because when am I gonna see the president and the first lady, right? That's probably never gonna happen. So at that moment, as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh yeah. I said to myself out loud, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta be dreaming. And then I woke up. That was the end of the dream. Right there. I don't know. Just a weird and a strange dream that I had. Doesn't mean anything. I don't believe so. I just think it was just a weird and strange dream. Maybe it does have meaning. I don't know, but probably not, in my opinion. Again, I just think it's just a dream. But nonetheless, it was still a weird and strange dream, and I'm going to record all of my dreams. So, there it was. That was my dream. As soon as I recognized them, I figured, well, hey, I got to be dreaming. Instantly woke up after I said that. After I saw them walking through the door. So, take that as you will, but that was my weird and strange dream. I'll see you guys in the next one. My catchphrase might be getting a little bit annoying. I don't know. I get annoying saying it, and then with all my videos, I'll see you guys in the next one. But I mean, I figured maybe it's a good catchphrase. I don't know, but anyway, that was my weird and strange dream.